What's up, everybody? It's your boy Melvin here for another classic review, and today I'm reviewing another episode of Tales from the Crypt. This time from Season 4, Episode 12, called Strung Along, which aired back in 1992, in September 2nd. This one has to be more of a with strings attached. But before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If so, did you accidentally marry a bimbo for your because she only cares about your cash but not you? That's how she hopes she regrets it because she doesn't. The last thing she'll see, it's a little puppet with a knife aiming right at her. But yeah, Strung Along was the 12th episode for season 4, and I like this one. It's like, okay, this is one of two that features marionettes. The first one I remember was The Dummy, which stars Don Rickles. I seen the episode and even read the comic from Tales from the Crypt, and it's quite different. If you can tell the difference, remember they modernize the stories a bit more. But yeah, it takes place. We meet Joseph Renfield, who is a agent puppeteer, which I think this is a parody of, like him being he has his own TV show back in the 50s with his character, a puppet named Coco the Clown. And he has another one, I can't remember what the name of it. He's like the human version of Goofy. Which I started the segment with Coco talking to this other character, because he left his dog here, and he says, "Hey, you can't park here, it's a no barking zone." Which, of course, oh no! Oh yeah, well, let's go to the pound. Which would be Joseph, it's kind of like a parody of, like, Howdy Doody. It's like a same parody with Howdy Doody. It's the same thing with Toy Story 2, like, with the Woody's Roundup. It's a parody of that one as well. I think Tales from the Crypt did this before Toy Story 2 did a parody of Howdy Doody, so Toy Story is already ranked number 3, so never mind. Of course, we meet Joseph, now an old man, watching reruns of his show. Of course, he's downstairs. He goes up, and he's married to a younger woman. Well, she's outside with her friends, swimming in the pool. Of course, he's watching her. Which, of course, remember, he's an old man, she's a young woman. Of course, he receives in the mail that he receives a letter from the, I can't remember what academy, like the history of television, which they gave him opportunity for a 1-hour event, which is a anniversary of the TV show. Of course, he's going to prepare it, but his wife tells him he needs some help, which of course he agrees. But of course, you forget, one night, while she's in her, acting class, Joseph's always downstairs, talking to Coco, right there. Well, it's like two both ways. Coco would tell him that she's cheating on him, but he doesn't believe it. Next day, David, a friend of his wife, arrives. She tells him that he's downstairs. When he goes downstairs, he sees the air puppet, but that's why he hears, "Hey, don't touch him. You don't know where he's been." Which, of course, he said, "Who said that?" Which, of course, he looks down. It's Coco with a balloon. And guess what he does? He starts blowing the balloon like nothing. Like, how the fuck he did that? He said, "Wait, how did he do that?" He said, "It's me to know and you to find out." Which, of course, Joseph appears and welcomes David, which he tells him, if you're ready to learn marionettes. Of course, they start doing a recording of the beach episode, which try to teach him how to control the puppets, which, of course, the old way, the marionettes. Of course, they started to train. That's when David introduces it now as animatronics, which kind of piss off the wife since it's supposed to be a tribute to television and one everything original. Which of course, yeah. She gets hissy fissy and she leaves. That's when Joseph asks David if he talked to her during her acting class, but of course, fortunately, David tells him, and this is a shocker to him, that he stopped going to classes because they changed the day, which is here's the weird part. On Wednesdays, which she goes there on Tuesdays. Which the problem is, they changed the classes on Wednesdays, and because they canceled it on Tuesdays. Well, that's when Joseph's heart one dropped, and David saw that look and like, oh, I'm sorry. That's when Joseph starts to not believe that his wife's cheating on him. That's when he confronted her, which of course she denies it and leaves. He went through her stuff until she finds letters corresponding that, yep, love letters, that she's cheating, which of course breaks his heart. He's downstairs during the night talking to Coco, which Coco tells him, why you don't kill her? Literally right there. He doesn't. He starts drinking until he passes out. When he wakes up, Coco's not there. He hears a scream, goes upstairs, finds Coco stabbing Ellen, his wife, which provokes a heart attack, and Joseph collapses. Until we find out it was staged. And guess who was the lover? None other than David himself. By using an animatronic. Of course, the whole plan was to get him to have a heart attack, and also that Ellen, when he dies, she's going to marry David, which of course he's a more successful puppeteer, which of course David needed the money, his money, to succeed. Yeah. Soon after the whole thing was over, she asked, where's the real Coco? He said, oh, he's over there. Of course, well, you knowing, there was a scream. And Ellen runs up, doesn't know what happened. She looks up, she screams. The next day, the paramedics arrived and tell them, which of course he says, for all my life, you should see this. When they open the main bedroom, guess what they see? Both David and Ellen strung up like puppets. And we slowly look up, and guess who it is? Joseph as a puppet. Literally. And we hear his laughing catchphrase. And that was Strung Along, people. And also, I forgot about the Crypt Keeper's opening segment. Yes, that's better. Oh, hello, boars and ghouls. I hope you'll excuse me if I don't get up. I'm a little stiff today. Then again, I'm a little stiff every day. Actually, I'm twisting my neck playing croquet. But it wasn't hurting the way I thought it should. So I called my chiropractor. You know. Of course, some people look elsewhere for their pain. Like the old man in tonight's terror tale. His idea of antibiotic was to marry a younger woman. I call this plasma play Strung Along. And of course, the closing segment, well, Coco may have been the puppet, but in the end, Joseph was the one who paid for Marinette. As for me, kiddies, it seems my pain in the neck was more serious than I thought. But I'm almost finished with my scare uppy. One more adjustment and I'll be out of here. Anytime ready, Bones. The guilty blade drops. Now that's what I call pain in full. Yeah, he actually got decapitated right there. But yeah. And that was Strung Along, people. Damn. And this was an episode that I kind of feel bad for Joe because he only one was happy alive. And this is from Vault of Horror issue number 33. So damn. And this was the description from the episode. A tale of murder with strings attached. An aging puppeteer suspects this much younger wife has a lover. Well, yep. But to me, I call that poetic justice. But yeah, let me know what you think of this episode, because this had to be one of the weird episodes involving a marionette. But yeah, I ain't seen others involving zombie dead, revenge. But marionette, that's a new one. But hey, you better respect who you married, or you'll reap what you sow. But yeah, that'll be it for today. And if you seen this episode, I'm saying if you've seen the reruns or you own the series, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm not gonna ask if you've seen the episode, because hey, this is from 1992. Let me see, is it 1992? Yeah. And I was not born yet, so I'm not gonna ask that. So yeah, that'll be it for today. And if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, like this video, and comment down below. Tell me what was your favorite part. Me, I think they made Coco the Clown, but remember to spell it with K-O-K-O. Instead of C-O-C-O. More like a homage to Coco the Clown from the Fleischers, like from the Baby Boop cartoons. Another clown, because he ain't the first clown in television history. There's a lot. But yeah, it's kind of funny. When Jones adds some personality to that clown. But yeah, let me know what you think of the episode by the comments down below, and what was your favorite scene. Until then, have a great day, everybody. See ya.